Welcome back. Good to have you with us. Now we're looking at the poor state of forensics in Pakistan, and of course we've discovered during the brief course of this program that even if we do have some basic technology, that technology is seldom utilized. Now Balochistan, of course, is the largest province of Pakistan area-wise, but at the same time it remains the most backward as far as forensics is concerned. Take a look at this report by our correspondent Amjad Hussain.
Target killings are unfortunately becoming a part of the norm in Balochistan, and most criminals get away scot-free. Why? The province seriously lacks modern forensic facilities, and the police have to resort to old-fashioned and inefficient methods of crime detection. There is only one forensic facility in Balochistan, currently being operated by the crimes branch. The lab's 5 sections are ill-staffed, and a general lack of expertise and equipment leaves it unable to cope with oft minimal evidence.
As far as the forensic evidence is concerned, we don't have that kind of sophisticated equipment so that we can apply to the investigation of the cases. We don't use much forensic equipment in investigation of our cases, and that's why we mostly rely on crude methods.
Police officials accept that even such basic forensic equipment as that used for comparison of bullets is unavailable. And to add to the problem, professional crime scene investigators are almost never on hand in an emergency.
The most important thing which we lack is the crime scene investigators, the crime scene collectors. Until and unless we train our people in that collection of the evidence for forensic evidence, it will be very difficult to have that forensic application in our cases.
The 4 billion rupee annual budget provided to the Balochistan police is simply inadequate to pay the salaries of reliable police force, much less pay for state-of-the-art equipment for forensic labs.
Until unless we have more funds for law and order and for these investigations for crime, we need more funds, and lack of funds up till now is the main hurdle in development of a high-class forensic labs and forensic evidence and forensic teams in this province.
A lack of forensic facilities in the province has forced its police to rely on other provinces for chemical and scientific examination of the evidences collected from the crime scene, needlessly delaying the investigation in the process. Provision of latest forensic equipment to Balochistan police is a pressing need so that the wave of crime hitting the province can be curbed. Amjad Hussain, DawnNews, Quetta.
Well, of course, and there have been a number of questions that people have been putting before us, and to get answers to those questions, I'm now joined by Professor Fateh Mohammad Barfat, who's a criminologist as well as a sociologist. Dr. Barfat, good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Let's start off with the state of forensics in Pakistan.
Yes.
How would you describe it?
Usually people, they are not facing the punishment because of the absence of the evidence. We are not using the scientific tools and techniques to find out the evidence of the crime. We completely depend on eyewitness or maybe the traditional methodology of the evidence collection. Now the people in police, few people, they have got good training from the abroad, and the good police officers, they are working on this. So we are working in collaboration. Even the people of biology, genetics and other sciences, they are helping us to develop this laboratory in Pakistan.
Now we find that the conviction rate in Pakistan is something like 4% or 5%.
I think, yes, it is less than 5%. So even if you will go into the jail, if for example 5,000 people are there in Karachi jail, out of 5,000, only 10% people they are convicted. 90% people they are on trial. I think why? Because of the evidence. Then after 2 or 3 years, the government will be failed to produce the evidence. So maybe the hard criminals, they are escaping themselves from the law. Why? Because they know that the police will be unable to prove their cases because of the absence of the scientific technology. So without science, it is very difficult to prove the crime. Now, maybe the international world, they are using the fingerprint, eye print, and maybe other also the crime scene. Because in Pakistan, still crime scene, it has no importance. We don't know how to preserve the crime scene, how to collect the evidence. So collection of evidence, it is also a scientific activity. Without science, it can't be done.
So why
usually,
is that we haven't been paying focus to this area? Obviously, 60 years is quite a long time.
yes,
How come this area has been so neglected?
I think because of the lack of interest, one, and due to the priorities of the government. When the existing political system as well as the criminal justice system, they are interrelated. For example, when they are trying to impose the police order 2002, but they are not interested in political terms. When they will introduce this one, it means the police will be independent. So police independent means the political people, what they will do? They are the political powerful people because of the police. If the police will leave them and they will leave the police, I think it can be improved. But the political people in Pakistan, they can't live without police. You know very well. Because of the culture also. Powerful person means usually we say that a person who can handle the police. Na? This is the symbol of the power. So where this is a symbol of the power, this is very difficult to change it. So yes, I do agree that the political will is not there. Absence of the political will is a main issue in this situation. Na?
All experts related to this field agree on the need for a major reform to our criminal justice system. They say such a reform is challenging but certainly implementable. Top policemen as well as concerned politicians have time and again been promising this change. But experts say this change won't come with mere promises. I'm Hassan Abdullah. I'll see you next week with the other story.